Ladies, let me ask you a question. Who told you that attraction has an expiration date? Society loves to push the idea that as women age, their desirability fades. But let me tell you the truth. Confidence, charisma, and self-worth have no age limit. The secret to attracting the right man isn't about looking younger, competing with the trends, or trying to be someone you're not. It's about embracing your power, owning your experience, and radiating the kind of energy that draws people in effortlessly. Today, I'm going to share with you the mindset shift, the habits, and the undeniable traits that make men gravitate toward older women who exude grace, self-assurance, and an irresistible presence. Because attraction isn't about age, it's about how you show up in the world. Are you ready to step into your confidence and become a magnet for the right kind of man? Let's dive in. Confidence is the foundation of attraction, the invisible force that draws people in and makes them take notice. It is not just about how you look or what you say, it's the energy you carry, the way you move through the world, and the unshakable belief that you are valuable. Confidence doesn't come from external validation or waiting for someone to approve of you. It's something that comes from within, a deep understanding of your worth and the ability to own it unapologetically. Men are naturally drawn to women who exude confidence because it signals strength, independence, and self-respect. When a woman is secure in herself, she doesn't shrink herself to fit into someone else's expectations. She stands tall, speaks her mind, and moves with purpose. This kind of self-assured energy is irresistible because it communicates that she is someone of value, someone who brings richness and depth into a relationship rather than seeking validation from it. One of the most common misconceptions about attraction is that beauty is the ultimate factor. While physical appearance may initially catch a man's eye, it is confidence that keeps him intrigued. Think about the most captivating women in history. Icons like Sophia Loren, Helen Mirren, and Michelle Obama. They are admired not just for their looks, but for their presence, their poise, and their undeniable self-assurance. They walk into a room with the quiet certainty that they belong there, and that in itself is captivating. Confidence is not arrogance. It is the ability to know your worth without needing to prove it to anyone. Arrogance demands attention, while confidence naturally attracts it. When a woman radiates confidence, she doesn't rely on superficial tricks to get a man's attention. She doesn't overanalyze every word she says or worry about being liked. She simply exists in her truth, and that is what draws people toward her. One of the greatest indicators of confidence is body language. A woman who carries herself with poise, standing tall, maintaining eye contact, offering a genuine smile, instantly makes an impression. She moves with grace, speaks with conviction, and exudes an energy that makes others feel at ease in her presence. Men notice this. They are drawn to women who are comfortable in their own skin because it suggests emotional security, a trait that is deeply attractive and rare. Another critical aspect of confidence is self-sufficiency. A confident woman does not need a man to complete her. She is already whole. She has her own passions, interests, and goals, and she does not place the burden of her happiness on someone else's shoulders. This is incredibly attractive because it removes pressure from the relationship. Men appreciate a woman who brings something exciting to the table, someone who enhances their life rather than depends on them for fulfillment. Emotional security plays a huge role in confidence. A woman who is secure in herself does not play mind games or seek validation through drama. She doesn't need to test a man's affection or constantly question his feelings for her. Instead, she trusts that she is enough, and if a man fails to see that, she is perfectly okay walking away. This level of self-respect commands admiration. It makes a man step up his game because he knows she won't settle for anything less than what she deserves. Confidence also manifests in the way a woman communicates. A woman who is sure of herself speaks with clarity and conviction. She does not shy away from expressing her thoughts, setting boundaries, or saying no when something doesn't align with her values. She doesn't tolerate mistreatment or accept less than she deserves. This ability to assert herself, to communicate her needs without fear, is incredibly attractive. Men respect women who have strong boundaries because it signals that they have standards, and standards create value. Another major aspect of confidence is the way a woman views aging. Society often tries to convince women that youth is the ultimate form of beauty, but the truth is, attractiveness has far more to do with energy than age. A woman who embraces herself at every stage of life, who wears her years with pride rather than insecurity, is a woman who stands out. Confidence in aging is about knowing that experience, wisdom, and self-awareness add to your appeal rather than diminish it. It's about understanding that true attraction isn't about competing with younger women. It's about embracing your uniqueness and the richness that comes with time. Men are drawn to women who know who they are. A woman who accepts and loves herself is a woman who doesn't try to fit into unrealistic societal expectations. She is at peace with her imperfections and doesn't let them define her. This authenticity makes her more approachable and engaging. She is real, and that is rare in a world that often promotes insecurity. Confidence is also about how a woman invests in herself. A woman who prioritizes self-care both physically and mentally naturally exudes confidence. She takes care of her body, not to meet external beauty standards, but because she values herself. She nurtures her mind by continually learning, growing, and evolving. She surrounds herself with positive influences and refuses to entertain toxic energy. This level of self-respect makes her stand out because it shows that she values herself enough to invest in her own well-being. Another factor that makes confidence magnetic is the ability to enjoy life independently. A confident woman does not wait for a man to make her life exciting. She creates excitement on her own. She travels, she pursues hobbies, she engages in meaningful experiences that enrich her life. This kind of independence is attractive because it shows that she is fulfilled within herself. Men are naturally drawn to women who have a zest for life because they want to be part of that energy. Confidence also means not settling. A woman who values herself does not entertain relationships that drain her, nor does she compromise her standards out of fear of being alone. She understands that being single is far better than being in a situation that does not bring her joy or growth. This kind of self-assurance makes men work harder for her attention because they recognize that she is not easily impressed. She is not desperate for companionship. She is selective, and that selectiveness increases her worth. Attraction is deeply tied to energy, and confidence emits the kind of energy that people cannot ignore. A confident woman walks into a room and commands presence without saying a word. She does not shrink herself to make others comfortable. She owns her space. This level of self-possession captivates people, not just men, but everyone around her. The beautiful thing about confidence is that it is cultivated. It is not something you are born with. It is something you develop through self-awareness, experience, and intentional action. Confidence is a choice, a daily practice of believing in yourself even when doubt tries to creep in. It is choosing to walk with purpose, to speak with certainty, and to embrace yourself fully, flaws and all. When a woman embodies confidence, she becomes a magnet for opportunities, for meaningful relationships, and for a life filled with richness and joy. She no longer chases validation because she understands that she is already enough. This shift in energy changes everything. It transforms the way she is perceived, and more importantly, the way she perceives herself. Feminine energy and authenticity are two of the most powerful forces a woman can harness when it comes to attraction. Men are drawn to women who embrace their natural essence, who radiate warmth, softness, and self-assurance without pretense. Feminine energy is not about conforming to outdated stereotypes or suppressing strength. It is about owning the natural flow of grace, intuition, and emotional depth that makes a woman truly captivating. When a woman is deeply connected to her authentic self, she stands out effortlessly because she is not trying to be someone she is not. She embraces her individuality, her quirks, and her natural rhythms, creating an aura that is both inviting and magnetic. Men instinctively respond to feminine energy because it represents balance. In a world that often demands women to be constantly in their masculine energy, pushing, achieving, and controlling, there is something incredibly alluring about a woman who knows how to lean into her softness without losing her strength. Feminine energy does not mean weakness. It is a quiet confidence, a powerful presence that draws people in without force. It is the ability to be receptive rather than always taking the lead, to create space for connection rather than controlling every interaction. When a woman embodies this energy, she allows men to step into their natural role of pursuing, protecting, and cherishing. Authenticity plays a crucial role in attraction because men can sense when a woman is trying too hard to impress. The need for approval, the tendency to mold oneself into what a man wants, or the habit of suppressing one's true feelings for the sake of acceptance are all signs of insecurity. A woman who is truly comfortable in her skin does not engage in these behaviors. She speaks her truth, expresses her emotions without fear, and allows herself to be seen for who she really is. This level of openness is rare, and it creates a powerful connection that goes beyond surface attraction. When a woman is authentic, she radiates a sense of ease. She does not overthink her words, her actions, or her presence. She trusts that she is enough as she is. This level of self-acceptance is intoxicating because it gives others permission to be themselves around her. Men feel at ease in the presence of a woman who is not pretending, who is not putting on a performance to be liked. This level of realness is what creates deep and lasting attraction because it builds trust. A man knows that what he sees is what he gets, and that kind of honesty is rare and valuable. One of the key aspects of feminine energy is receptivity. Many women have been conditioned to believe that they must always be in control, making decisions and proving their independence. While independence is a beautiful trait, true feminine energy allows for receptivity, allowing a man to give, to lead, and to provide in ways that make him feel valued. This does not mean a woman should be passive or dependent. Rather, it means she understands the beauty of allowing herself to receive love, attention, and care without resistance. A woman who is in her feminine energy does not chase, she attracts. She does not need to overcompensate by proving her worth. She simply exists in her fullness, and that fullness is enough. This creates a sense of intrigue and mystery. Men are naturally drawn to women who do not need them, but who appreciate them. When a woman values herself, she does not settle for breadcrumbs of attention, nor does she lower her standards in the hope of being chosen. Instead, she stands firm in her worth, knowing that the right man will recognize her value without her having to convince him. The way a woman moves, speaks, and engages with the world reflects her level of authenticity. A woman who embraces her femininity moves with grace, whether it's in the way she walks, the way she smiles, or the way she carries herself. She is present in the moment, fully engaged with the person she is speaking to, making them feel seen and heard. This kind of presence is rare in a world full of distractions, and it creates an irresistible pull. Another key aspect of authenticity is emotional openness. A woman who is in tune with her emotions and expresses them with honesty and vulnerability is deeply attractive. This does not mean being overly emotional or dramatic. Rather, it means having the courage to express feelings without fear of judgment. Men are drawn to women who are emotionally available, who do not hide behind walls of detachment or pretense. When a woman is unafraid to show her true feelings, it signals confidence, security, and emotional maturity. Playfulness is another trait that stems from feminine energy. A woman who can laugh, be lighthearted, and enjoy the moment without overanalyzing everything is refreshing. Men are drawn to women who bring joy, who are not burdened by unnecessary worries, and who can make them feel good in their presence. Playfulness does not mean immaturity. It means embracing the joy of life, being spontaneous, and allowing oneself to experience pleasure without guilt or hesitation. This kind of energy makes a woman irresistible because it creates a sense of freedom and fun. Authenticity also means embracing imperfections. Many women feel pressured to appear flawless, whether in their appearance, their behavior, or their choices. However, true attraction lies in realness, not perfection. A woman who is unapologetically herself, who does not hide her quirks or try to be someone she is not, is far more captivating than someone who is constantly striving to fit into a mold. Men appreciate women who are comfortable in their skin, who laugh at their own mistakes, and who embrace their uniqueness with confidence. The ability to nurture and create warmth is another hallmark of feminine energy. A woman who makes others feel comfortable, who listens with empathy, and who brings a sense of peace into interactions is naturally attractive. This does not mean taking on a caretaker role or overextending oneself to please others. It means embodying kindness, compassion, and emotional intelligence. Men are drawn to women who make them feel safe, not in a way that diminishes their masculinity, but in a way that creates a space for genuine connection. Authenticity also extends to how a woman presents herself. When a woman wears clothes that make her feel good, styles herself in a way that aligns with her personality, and embraces her own unique beauty, she becomes magnetic. Trying to conform to every beauty trend or dressing to impress others often has the opposite effect. A woman who dresses for herself, who enhances her natural beauty without losing her identity, exudes confidence. This kind of self-expression is attractive because it shows that she values herself enough to present herself in a way that feels authentic to her. Another crucial aspect of feminine energy is the ability to trust and surrender. Many women have been conditioned to believe that they must always be in control, always have a plan, and always be on guard. While strength and independence are important, there is something incredibly freeing about allowing life to unfold, trusting that things will work out, and letting go of the need to control every detail. This kind of trust in oneself and in the natural flow of life makes a woman radiate ease and confidence. A woman who is deeply in touch with her feminine energy and authenticity does not see other women as competition. She understands that she is unique and that no one can replicate her essence. She does not feel the need to compare herself to others or seek validation through external means. Instead, she celebrates herself and other women, creating an energy of abundance rather than scarcity. This level of self-assurance makes her stand out because she is secure in her own worth. When a woman fully embraces her feminine energy and authenticity, she becomes a magnet for the right kind of men. She no longer feels the need to chase, impress, or prove herself. She knows that being true to herself is the most attractive quality she can possess. Her energy is soft yet powerful, her presence is warm yet commanding, and her authenticity is undeniable. Men gravitate toward women who make them feel good, who bring lightness and joy into their lives, and who are unapologetically themselves. This kind of attraction is not about tactics or strategies. It is about stepping into one's true power and allowing the right person to be drawn to that energy naturally. Emotional maturity and high standards are two of the most powerful qualities a woman can possess when it comes to attracting and maintaining a meaningful relationship. Men are drawn to women who demonstrate emotional stability, self-awareness, and the ability to handle relationships with wisdom and grace. Emotional maturity is about understanding yourself, your emotions, and how to navigate relationships without unnecessary drama or insecurity. High standards, on the other hand, reflect a woman's sense of self-worth and her unwillingness to settle for anything less than she deserves. Together, these qualities create an aura of confidence, self-respect, and undeniable attraction. One of the defining traits of emotionally mature women is their ability to manage their emotions effectively. They do not allow their feelings to dictate their actions impulsively, nor do they expect a man to be responsible for their happiness. They understand that emotions are a natural part of life, but they do not let temporary feelings drive them to make irrational decisions. This level of self-awareness makes them incredibly attractive because it creates a sense of emotional safety within a relationship. A man knows that he can communicate with her openly without fear of unpredictable emotional outbursts or unnecessary conflict. Emotional maturity also means being able to handle disagreements with grace. Instead of resorting to passive-aggressive behavior, silent treatments, or emotional manipulation, a mature woman communicates her needs and concerns in a direct yet respectful manner. She understands that disagreements are a normal part of any relationship and that they should be approached with a mindset of resolution rather than blame. Men deeply respect women who can have mature conversations without escalating into unnecessary drama. It signals that she is secure within herself and does not need to create chaos to feel heard or validated. A woman with high standards does not accept mediocre treatment from anyone, especially in romantic relationships. She knows her value and refuses to tolerate disrespect, inconsistency, or emotional unavailability. She does not entertain men who play games, make excuses, or fail to show genuine effort. This unwavering sense of self-respect is incredibly attractive because it forces men to step up their game. A woman with high standards communicates, both through her words and actions, that she will not settle for less than what she deserves. This creates a dynamic where the right kind of man will be drawn to her and will be willing to put in the effort to win her over. One of the key signs of emotional maturity is self-sufficiency. A mature woman does not rely on a relationship to complete her or define her sense of self-worth. She has a full and satisfying life outside of her romantic connections, which makes her even more desirable. Men are naturally drawn to women who have their own passions, interests, and goals because it signals that she is not looking for someone to fill a void. Instead, she wants a partner who complements her life, not completes it. This level of independence creates a healthy foundation for a relationship because it removes any sense of desperation or neediness, two traits that can push men away. Emotional maturity also means having the ability to set and enforce boundaries. A woman who knows her worth does not allow people to overstep or take advantage of her kindness. She understands that boundaries are not about being harsh or unapproachable, but about protecting her peace, energy, and emotional well-being. She has no problem walking away from situations that do not align with her values, and she does not entertain relationships that bring her stress, confusion, or pain. This kind of self-respect naturally commands admiration and makes a woman stand out in a world where many people settle for less than they deserve. Another key aspect of emotional maturity is accountability. A mature woman does not blame others for her problems, nor does she see herself as a victim of circumstances. She takes responsibility for her actions, her choices, and her personal growth. She does not expect a man to fix her life or rescue her from her challenges. Instead, she actively works on becoming the best version of herself, knowing that a healthy relationship is built on two whole individuals coming together, rather than two incomplete people seeking fulfillment in each other. This kind of emotional strength is incredibly attractive because it shows that she is secure in herself and does not rely on external factors to feel complete. Men respect women who have standards because it shows that they are selective and not willing to accept just anyone into their lives. A woman with high standards does not chase love or beg for attention. She knows that the right man will recognize her worth and pursue her with genuine intent. This creates a dynamic where men feel challenged in a healthy way. They know they cannot get away with half-hearted effort, and this often inspires them to be better partners. When a woman holds herself to high standards, she naturally attracts high-quality men who are willing to rise to the occasion. Emotional maturity also involves being able to handle uncertainty with grace. Many people struggle with the fear of the unknown, especially when it comes to relationships. However, a mature woman does not let this fear control her. She understands that not every relationship will work out and that rejection is not a reflection of her worth. Instead of clinging to unhealthy attachments or fearing the end of a relationship, she trusts that what is meant for her will not pass her by. This kind of self-assurance creates an irresistible confidence that makes men feel at ease in her presence. A woman with high standards is also highly selective about who she allows into her life. She does not waste her time on men who do not align with her values or who do not show consistency and effort. She understands that it is better to be alone than to settle for someone who does not meet her expectations. This kind of selectiveness is powerful because it communicates that she values herself enough to wait for the right person. Men respect and admire women who have this level of discernment because it shows that they are not desperate for companionship, but are looking for a meaningful connection. Another key characteristic of emotionally mature women is their ability to maintain perspective in relationships. They do not become overly attached too quickly, nor do they lose themselves in a relationship. They understand that love is a beautiful part of life, but it is not the only part. They maintain their friendships, their hobbies, and their personal growth, ensuring that they never become dependent on a relationship for their happiness. This kind of balance makes them incredibly attractive because it creates an energy of abundance rather than neediness. Having high standards does not mean being unrealistic or having a long list of superficial requirements. It means knowing what truly matters in a relationship, things like respect, consistency, emotional availability, and shared values. A woman with high standards does not compromise on these core principles, but she's also flexible and understanding that no one is perfect. She focuses on the things that truly impact the quality of a relationship rather than getting caught up in trivial details. This level of discernment makes her a desirable partner because it shows that she values substance over superficiality. Emotional maturity also means being able to give and receive love without fear. Many people struggle with emotional walls due to past experiences, but a mature woman understands that love requires vulnerability. She does not let past heartbreaks define her future, nor does she approach relationships with cynicism or distrust. Instead, she maintains a healthy level of openness while also being wise about who she gives her heart to. This ability to love without fear, yet with wisdom, creates a beautiful balance that men find deeply attractive. A woman who embodies emotional maturity and high standards naturally commands respect and admiration. She does not seek approval, nor does she settle for less than what she deserves. She radiates self-assurance, communicates with confidence, and creates an environment where only the best kind of relationships can thrive. Her presence alone sets the tone for how she expects to be treated, and in doing so, she attracts men who are ready to meet her at her level. A positive and confident mindset is one of the most attractive qualities a woman can possess, especially as she matures. Men are naturally drawn to women who exude self-assurance, optimism, and a sense of inner peace. Confidence is not about arrogance or superiority, but rather about knowing one's worth and moving through life with a sense of certainty. A woman who believes in herself, embraces her journey, and carries herself with poise is magnetic. Her energy is contagious, making others feel good in her presence. A positive mindset enhances this effect, as it allows her to navigate life's challenges with grace, maintain a sense of joy, and bring light into her relationships. Confidence starts with self-acceptance. A woman who is comfortable in her skin does not constantly seek validation from others. She does not need external approval to feel good about herself because she already knows her value. This self-assurance is incredibly appealing because it creates an aura of stability. Men feel at ease around women who are secure in themselves because there is no underlying neediness or insecurity. A confident woman does not question whether she is enough. She simply knows that she is. This certainty allows her to engage in relationships from a place of strength rather than desperation. A woman with a positive mindset sees life as an opportunity rather than a struggle. She focuses on the good, embraces new experiences, and does not dwell on negativity. This kind of outlook makes her a joy to be around because she uplifts those around her. Men are naturally drawn to women who bring positivity into their lives. When a woman radiates optimism, it makes her presence feel like a breath of fresh air. In a world filled with stress and negativity, a woman who sees the beauty in life stands out effortlessly. The way a woman carries herself speaks volumes about her confidence. Her posture, the way she walks, and the way she engages with people all reflect how she feels about herself. A woman who holds her head high, makes eye contact, and moves with purpose exudes an undeniable charm. Men notice these small details, even if they do not consciously recognize them. The energy she projects through her body language communicates whether she is confident and open or hesitant and unsure of herself. A woman who owns her presence commands attention without even trying. Confidence is also reflected in the way a woman speaks. A woman who expresses herself clearly, without hesitation or insecurity, captivates those around her. She does not downplay her opinions or shrink herself to make others comfortable. She speaks with conviction, knowing that her voice matters. Men admire women who communicate assertively yet warmly, as it demonstrates intelligence and self-respect. A confident woman does not need to be the loudest person in the room to make an impact. Her presence alone is enough to leave a lasting impression. Having a positive and confident mindset also means embracing imperfection. Many women feel pressured to look and act a certain way, believing that they need to fit an unrealistic standard to be desirable. However, true confidence comes from accepting oneself fully, flaws and all. A woman who laughs at her mistakes, embraces her quirks, and does not obsess over perfection is incredibly attractive. Men appreciate women who are real, who do not try to portray an unattainable image, but instead embrace their authenticity. This level of self-acceptance creates a relaxed and inviting energy that draws people in. A confident woman does not compare herself to others. She understands that her journey is unique and that her worth is not determined by how she measures up to someone else. She celebrates her individuality, knowing that no one else can bring what she has to offer. This sense of self-assurance frees her from the insecurities that often come with comparison. Men find this incredibly appealing because it means she is focused on being her best self, rather than trying to compete or prove herself. A woman with a positive mindset also approaches challenges with resilience. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, she views them as opportunities for growth. She does not dwell on failures or setbacks, but instead learns from them and moves forward. This ability to handle life's ups and downs with grace makes her incredibly attractive. Men admire women who can face adversity without becoming bitter or defeated. A woman who maintains her strength and optimism in difficult times is a source of inspiration and comfort. Confidence also influences the way a woman interacts with others. A woman who is secure in herself does not need to put others down to feel better. She lifts people up, encourages those around her, and radiates kindness. She does not engage in gossip, negativity, or unnecessary drama because she understands that these things only drain energy. This level of emotional maturity and positivity makes her a person that others naturally gravitate toward. Men find women with this kind of uplifting energy irresistible because they make life more enjoyable and fulfilling. A woman with a positive and confident mindset also knows how to set boundaries. She does not tolerate mistreatment, nor does she allow others to take advantage of her kindness. She respects herself enough to walk away from situations that do not serve her. This kind of self-respect is incredibly attractive because it shows that she values herself. Men admire women who are firm in their boundaries because it signals strength and self-worth. When a woman holds herself to a high standard, it encourages others to treat her with the respect she deserves. Self-care is another essential aspect of confidence. A woman who prioritizes her well-being, both physically and emotionally, radiates vitality. She takes care of herself, not to impress others, but because she values herself enough to do so. Whether it is maintaining her health, nurturing her mind, or engaging in activities that bring her joy, she understands the importance of self-love. This kind of dedication to personal well-being is incredibly attractive because it reflects a deep sense of self-worth. Men are drawn to women who take care of themselves because it signals that they have a strong foundation of self-respect. A confident woman does not chase validation. She does not seek approval or constantly question whether she is enough. She knows that she is worthy of love and respect simply by being herself. This sense of inner certainty allows her to move through relationships with ease. She does not play games or try to manipulate situations to gain attention. Instead, she trusts that the right person will recognize her value without her having to prove it. This kind of assurance creates a dynamic where men feel naturally drawn to her as they sense her authenticity and self-sufficiency. A woman with a positive and confident mindset also knows how to have fun and enjoy life. She does not take everything too seriously, nor does she let stress consume her. She finds joy in the little things, embraces spontaneity, and approaches life with a sense of adventure. This playful energy is incredibly attractive because it creates a lightness that makes people want to be around her. Men love women who can laugh, be present in the moment, and bring a sense of excitement into their lives. Confidence also means knowing what one wants and not being afraid to go after it. A woman who is clear about her desires, whether in life or in relationships, stands out. She does not settle for less than what she deserves, nor does she waste time on situations that do not align with her values. She is decisive, assertive, and intentional in her choices. Men admire women who have this level of clarity because it shows that they are in control of their lives. A woman who knows her worth and goes after what she wants is naturally compelling. A positive and confident mindset creates an undeniable energy that makes a woman stand out. She becomes someone who inspires, uplifts, and enriches the lives of those around her. Her presence alone brings warmth, excitement, and a sense of calm all at once. She does not seek external validation, nor does she allow negativity to dim her light. She embraces her journey, trusts in her own worth, and moves through life with a sense of purpose. Men are instinctively drawn to this kind of woman because she embodies the essence of true confidence and self-assurance.